Hey guys, so welcome back. This is the fourth video in this series where I explain different fountain pens that I have acquired. And if you haven't watched other videos, I do recommend watching them. However, if you're just going to watch one, watch the start of the first episode. If you really hate ballpoints, just watch the start. Because I explained that I'm going to do it in the order of which I acquired them. However, this pen I obviously had way before I had this one, which is my first decent one. However, I only recently reacquired it afterwards, so I did that one in the second video, which is the third video in total, and this is the fourth video, where I'm talking, this time, we're looking at this Bic Disposable fountain pen, which does quite a bit of ink left in it, which is good. So as I only had two pens, I had this one, which is my decent pen, and then I had that other one, which was very cheap and quite scratchy. I looked through a pencil case. I was like, look at this. Wouldn't that be hilarious, excuse me, if there was a Bic disposable fountain pen there? Because I recently heard that Bic done them but has discontinued them. And lo and behold, I uncapped it and voila! It was a fountain pen, disposable. Very interesting. But before we go into that, I just want to show you the details of the pen so far. The top of the pen has an interesting finial which wraps around into the clip, as you can see. However, it has a massive crack in it. Now, I believe this is where I dropped it, because I used to keep it in my school bag, college bag, sorry, but I no longer do. Because this was my black pen of choice, because it uses black ink, and this one uses blue ink. I put black ink in this now, and blue ink in my gold-filled version, which is my new daily writer. This one's got black ink, like I said. This is the one I used for black, but no longer now because I got the other one. Like I said, crack in it. That was probably from in there. Interesting design. It's very slightly clear. I don't know if you can see that, because you can see the holes, interesting design, holes there, and you can kind of see through it there. I don't know how well you can see that. Probably not very well if your YouTube quality isn't very high. Bic there. Says it on the side there, says on the other side, pretty sure it says made in China somewhere as well. It says China there on the bottom of the clip. There you go. Made in China, like so. Bic logo, the little man holding a ballpoint, unfortunately, but still. Little Bic man. Little barcode here. Don't know why most disposable pens do, including the Pilot V pen. I just hit the camera again, sorry about that. V pen or Varsity, depending on where you come from. All have a little, oh gosh, sorry about that. All have this little barcode on it. Interesting, I don't know why. Maybe they sell them just separately. In the end, has a little plastic thing there. The paint's kind of flecking away there. But plastic thing, this one is not removable. It's twistable, but it's not removable as far as I know. It's not going to leak ink out everywhere, because that's not how these pens work. Little ink window there as well, which is quite nice. As you can see, there's loads of ink left in this pen. So, not an issue whatsoever. But cool little ink window nonetheless. Again, coloured Bic logo there with a man, and it says Bic, which is very nice. Just cap's a pop cap. Kind of has like, you can't really see that well in there. But the thing screw is like, not a screw, a spring. So when you push it out, it's kind of springy in there. Like, not enough to spring it off, but it's a spring. So I guess that kind of seals it a bit better than other pens. Pop that aside. As you can see, disposable, so you can't refill it. Well, you can probably pull out the nib and feed with some great effort and then refill it, but it's not really worth it. This one has a surprisingly smooth nib though, compared to other pens I have, because I believe this one for a disposable pen is actually tipped. Don't know how well you can see that. No marking on the nib again, which is very interesting, I find. No nib grade anywhere. The Pilot V pens only come in a medium anyway, so there's not much variation there. This one looks a lot finer. And it's also Bic. It's a French company. However, it is made in China, but I'm still questioning whether the nib size, what the nib size will be. Probably a fine, but maybe a Eastern medium. But definitely a Western fine. It's finer than my cross pens, which are all medium. No breather hole, just a circular engravement there. Very tight slit there, that's quite shiny. It's scratched. got a nice, very interesting, very nice, cool design nib. Interesting feed, no holes this time, so you can't fill up with the converter, obviously because it's a disposable fountain pen. And you can see the ink sloshing around in there, and you see where that is. I'm assuming it's very similar to the Pilot V pen, where it's got a little fibrous bit inside it, which is what that little nubbin there is. And it goes down and comes out onto the back of the feed. But you can't remove the nib of this one, so I wouldn't know. Whereas the Pilot pens, you can remove the nib and then you can see the feed is actually very interesting. But I'll show you that in the next video, which is where I show my Pilot V pens off. I've got 3 of them. That's pretty much it for this pen. There's not much really to do. Like I said, no writing sample because my handwriting is awful. I decided I don't want to do that anymore. Really cool design though. Like this metal metallic finish. Obviously it's plastic, but it's got a metallic paint finish. It's got the Bic, the opening, and it's got the opening for the ink window there, which is cool. Interesting clip design, like I said. Quite stiff, but the stiffness is probably its downfall because there's a big crack in it. The only reason you could probably lift it up that far is because of the crack, which is a shame really. But hey ho, it's just a disposable pen anyway, so you throw it out. It's supposed to when it's done being used with. This is obviously going to be a really short video compared to the 20-minute whopper we had for this one and the 10-minute one we had for the Master Scribe. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and like I do with my other videos, just want to see if people watched the end, to be honest. If you've watched the end, please do comment France, because Bic is a French company. So just comment France down below. Once you've done that, have a great day. Really do hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.